hire people just because they can do a job. They'll work for your money only. But if you hire people who believe what you believe, they'll work for you with blood, sweat, and tears. A global headhunter for last 15 years, coached and mentored many individuals, providing them with career and also serving some known big brands with the right talent. Hello and welcome to Rabbi Rashi Foundation. A very warm welcome to Jimmy Walson from Dubai. He is a freelance HR consultant for many clients across the globe in various sectors like hospitality, engineering, IT, healthcare in the Middle East, US and UK market. आपका बहुत-बहुत स्वागत है जिमी.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon to everyone. I'm Jimmy Walson, HR and business consultant, headhunter and coach based in Dubai.
Please share your journey on how you started, how your childhood has made you the strong person you are today.
Well, I grew up in Dubai. My childhood was interesting. Lots of roller coaster ups and downs, like for any Indian middle class family, you know. I did my schooling in the UAE. The first lesson that in people management, you know, that I learned is obviously the main foundation is from my school itself, you know. My teachers, my friends, who later on turned into mentors, you know, played a big part in my education. Initially, I was not very interested in academics, you know, like many kids, you know, like sports and adventure and stuff like that, you know. But there was a later part during schooling which completely turned around, you know, met with some amazing teachers who pushed me to challenge myself in all fields, you know. So they kind of helped me, made me realize each one of us was unique in our own way, you know, and we can all excel in ourselves. So that was the initial way, you know, where the seeds of management, leadership was sowed into me from my child education. I was a computer science graduate, and like many Indians who wanted to look for jobs overseas, I too came down to Dubai. I always wanted to come back to Dubai, being my hometown, I would say, you know, I grew up here. So looking for jobs, I got into my first opportunity, which was with Skyline University. And being an IT graduate, you know, initially I was working in the IT department, and then I got kind of shifted and finally ended up in human resources and administration. That's where the basic foundation of my work experience started, I would say, you know. So I came to realize that I'm a people's person. I love interacting with people, and IT was not my forte, you know. So that's where I started my career initially in human resources. And from there on, in last 15 years, I would say I've worked with 3 companies. After the working with Skyline University, I moved into a leading recruitment consultant with a leading recruitment firm, which was Logo Management Services. And my last role was, I spent about 10 years as a group human resources with a diversified business entity. They had businesses into lifestyle, like luxury hospitality venues, IT firms, engineering firms. So that was my last role with a company. Last 1 year, I have been doing freelancing as a HR and business consultant in Dubai, helping and coaching people. I love mentoring people. I've coached and mentored many individuals in various functions. At the moment, I'm associated with business partners like Carter Wellington, which is a headhunting firm based in the UK. I'm an external recruitment partner. I work remotely. So I'm handling projects in recruitment projects for IT professionals in the US and UK sections. I'm also part of bookmywizard.com, which is a platform for freelancers. So people approach me for consulting, mentoring roles, and also part of One Circle, which is also a freelancing HR consultant platform where I help clients find top talents of a fresh perspective of HR issues. The new normal, I think redefining organizational culture by shifting towards a people-centric workforce, that's always going to be a big thing now. There's a major shift towards hybrid work models that capitalize on the reaps of both remote and office working, you know. Few years ago, I was fortunate, like I introduced a new scheme, you know, like this remote work concept. Now it's the new thing, you know, post-COVID or during COVID, I would say for many organizations. I was fortunate to introduce it in our the organization that I was working with, where like once a month, employees could opt for remote working. It enabled them to do their personal errands, attend to works, meetings online that can be done. So it was an exercise. So it's not something new to me, but I kind of enjoy remote working now. It does have its pros and cons, which threaten the existing organizational culture. But like to the new HR, there are certain ways, that organizations can do, like realigning rewards to market realities through adaptive and making different personalized compensation structure, be flexible, send e-cards and gifts to employees, recognize people, superiors should have constant interaction with them, creating virtual hangouts when you are in a remote environment. Plus, I feel HR analytics, HR metrics have also started playing a key part in it. Which enables to identify the potential of each employees, how to measure it. The world is evolving, and HR also is evolving with it.
Yeah, definitely. The world is evolving and the HR environment is also evolving. So you spoke about your new FNP project. What kind of investors are you looking at?
I'm working on few concepts. For Dubai, I'm working on a luxury, high-end premium restaurant and lounge concept. There's also a casual concept we are working on. So we are looking for investors for that into Dubai. I'm working on few concepts for the Dubai market. There's a premium high-end restaurant and lounge concept, something new in this part of the world, which we are working on. A casual concept which we plan to bring from Spain. And my other passion is, there is a dream project. I'm working for the Indian market. I really want to bring Indian cuisine to the global audience in a very different way. When you speak about Asian cuisines, people talk about Japanese, Chinese and all. Probably Indian cuisines are very diversified. I want to do something about that. So there is something that I'm really working on to start a homegrown Indian multinational global franchisee branch. So that's it's in the baby stages, which I'm really working on, and hope to get investors and start discussions soon.
Wonderful. So let's have your views on people from India seeking jobs in Dubai, how they get carried away by the wrong guidance and they land in a soup. You have some expertise views on this, so I would want you to speak in detail about this.
Yeah, that's a very important question, I would say. My advice to people, job seekers, freshers, is do proper research. First thing, do their due diligence. Like you come to get to know about any particular interview or you attend a job fair, attend. After that, do your research. I mean, Google, you would definitely have family, friends to check references on the company. Go to the company website, check reviews on them on Google. Websites like Glassdoor gives reviews on employers. These things would definitely help them. Go through proper recruitment channels, be it India, registered recruitment firms, job fairs by organizations. Don't just fall, where organizations just ask you a price that we would get your job, pay per certain price. No, that's not the way it works, So there are many registered organizations, recruitment firms in India that they can work with, like Delta Recruitment, Jerry & Burgess, Indian Manpower. So plus job seekers, they should enhance themselves, which is very important. Invest themselves in new courses, new technologies, new certifications. It's not the basic education that a degree or a postgraduate that you have. You keep on improving yourself, improving knowledge, so you're up there. They can also network with people through platforms like LinkedIn, discussion forums like Quora, Reddit. They would get lots of information, how people would give them right directions. If you're looking for jobs, let's say even in the UAE, you can also always regarding visas and all. There are people who get jobs and they get visas which are really fake. When they land here, or they face this situation when they travel. So they can avoid all this. Even if they don't have any contacts in Dubai, they can go through the government websites of UAE. You would find lots and lots of information that would help them know that whether it is valid or not. The same goes for any market. If they are approaching for, let's say, UK market, go through the website of the UK government, which specifically gives all details of for job seekers, how you should come rather than going through some fake agencies and then losing their money.
So we believe, Jimmy, you have a vast experience in taking and guiding people, overseas for jobs. So what are the USPs of you mentoring such seekers?
For me, sense of satisfaction, helping to create a better workforce, motivate them. I also do free sessions, helping people, to give them advices. And obviously, there are paid services when they approach me through my platforms, like bookmyvisa.com. But yes, sense of satisfaction, helping people, that is definitely the purpose.
Tell us about your experience through the years on providing solutions to students and job seekers. How can you help? For example, there is someone in India who wants to come to Dubai for jobs. How can you help them from scratch? Can you just tell us about that?
Well, giving them career advices, what they are. Once I have a discussion with them, I would understand what they are really good in. Be it whatever technical qualification or whatever it is, they would have certain strengths. Identifying that, telling them how to create a professional profile or a CV or a resume. LinkedIn profiles, creating themselves, presenting themselves in a much professional way to these platforms. Guiding them on what job portals to approach, where to upload your resume, which companies to target for their particular qualification, what an individual needs and their interest. I help them achieve their goals, connecting them with my clients or building new networks.
Super helpful, Jimmy, and I think people should benefit from this. Especially your hand holding that you're offering to such seekers. So, Jimmy, what's a mantra you stand by in the professional front?
I believe a lot in people and team. My mantra, I would say there are two: one team, one dream. Hashtag one team, one dream. That's a big mantra for me. And my driving point, like the same editorial, the article that I shared with the Explore. I love Zig Ziglar's quote: "You don't build a business, you build people, and people build business." So I believe a lot in people, and I love mentoring them.
So, how important is human capital support in the efficient functioning of a company? And how are you presently helping such companies get the best human capital?
Human capital support is very, very important even now. See, until we perfect artificial intelligence, we pretty much need human capital support to accomplish anything in this world today. In fact, it takes human capital to create some other forms of capital. For example, a machine may eliminate many jobs, let's say for production workers, but it still takes human capital support to design and build it. I mean, to make the machine, to make software or whatever it is, to make it happen, you need that. And it helps improve the abilities of the workforce, which in turn increases the economic output of the company. So how do you do that? Through education, investing in the employees, training programs, people management, problem solving, emotional well-being of your employees. So I believe it does play an important function.
Have you considered expanding your Finis to other companies in India and abroad?
Another key project that I'm working on is I've completed the feasibility study is to open a very innovative training concept in India. That is where all this, what I've shared in this interview, that is, I want to form a very different training concept which would help individuals, job seekers, or even professionals, students, to attend. It's a very different package that I'm planning to do, which would help them improving their personality, achieving their goals. There are various stages. I hope it happens very soon. And obviously my F&B projects, which I'm working on.
Your experience and your close working with the HR industry, what advice do you have for the young budding professionals?
Professionals should communicate effectively, learn to communicate effectively, improve. Even if your communication is not that good, learn to improve. That's one of the very important things. Find a mentor. It can be anyone. It can be your friend, your family member. your teacher. Invest in yourself. Do courses, enhance yourself, keep on learning. In today's world, the world is so advanced, it's so fast paced. You need to keep yourself updated of everything. Develop one skill that makes you stand out, like problem solving, communication skills, leadership. Identify that and work on it. There should be one, because nowadays organizations, they look into these things. What is special in that person. Network extensively. Attend meetings, network events, professional platforms. Pursue your passion, follow your dreams. That's what I would say.
Jimmy, I would want you to put across a special message to the Indian chefs, people who are into the hotel industry, people who are into the cuisine industry, the food industry. What is your future plans about it? Over to you.
For me, for the last 10 years, I was predominantly into the luxury hospitality industry. I was working, the sector which I was representing. And I'm a foodie, and I love food, especially various types of Indian food. I feel a bit, like when we speak about Asian cuisine, everyone speaks about Chinese, Indonesian, everyone, the Westerners, they all love that. But when it comes to Indian cuisine, they think that it's just curries and it's just spicy food, Yes, there are some amazing brands, wonderful chefs from India who have gone outside and created some amazing brands. But I think still, we can do much better. So I really want to create something, which is a homegrown brand from India that can become a global franchise, why can't we create a McDonald's kind of a concept from India, or a Starbucks from India? Something which is completely creating a very big global impact. In a big way, I would say. So I really want to do something on that. That's a big passion for me. So I'm working on a few things, and I hope something works out very soon.
Can you imagine an open invitation to all the chefs, all the people who are into the hotel industry? Get in touch with Jimmy Walson in Dubai. He would definitely help you look into your projects, suggest you, can mentor you, get you set up a business in Dubai, or maybe any of the countries you would want to, especially the food industry. He has specialized knowledge with F&B. All those students who are looking for jobs and right kind of mentorship, and who would want to go out to work outside India, settle over there, get in touch with this guy. Thank you so much, Jimmy. It was a wonderful, very informative session, and the need of the hour. People are looking for jobs because of the COVID. I think there has been massive job losses, and I think he's the right guy. So guys, all our connections and all our viewers, get in touch with Jimmy. His details, his WhatsApp number and his email number is available on this video. Please call him and talk to him.
Thank you so much, Rabbi Rashi Foundations, for having me, giving me this opportunity to share my views and ideas.